Pope Francis says opposing blessings for gay couples is hypocrisy.
Here's a summary of the article.
Vatican City, February 7. Criticizing the Vatican's decision on the possibility of blessing gay couples is hypocrisy, Pope Francis says. In an interview soon to be published in the Catholic magazine Credere, the Pope emphasizes the inconsistency of being scandalized by blessing same-sex couples while not objecting to blessings given to businessmen who may exploit others. No one is scandalized if I give my blessing to a businessman who perhaps exploits people, and this is a very serious sin, and they are scandalized if I bless a homosexual. This is hypocrisy, the pontiff said. Last December, the Vatican made a groundbreaking decision allowing priests to bless same-sex couples without validating their marriage, eliciting varied responses. To prevent confusion or scandal, the Vatican's Doctrine Office issued guidelines stating that blessings for couples in irregular situations should not coincide with civil union ceremonies. Addressing concerns about his health, Pope Francis reassures that the Church's governance relies on intellect rather than physical ability. People suffer a lot. We clerics sometimes live comfortably. We need to see the work, the suffering of the people. F.A. CCGSSK.
This post received a score of 3,900, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Interesting that a pope is calling people out for the "only complain about sins I don't like" attitude. It's something people do all the time, especially religious people, but it's rare to hear any religious leaders talk about it. I remember when Bill Clinton was impeached, an online discussion pointed out that Newt Gingrich, who was leading the impeachment, had cheated on his wives, and one of his former girlfriends had said that Newt preferred to have oral sex, so that he could say, "I didn't have sex with her," if anyone asked. How can you people complain about Clinton and still support Gingrich? Someone answered, "That's different," and never said why.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
As a kid I wondered how the ancient Egyptians read hieroglyphs. Now here I am years later looking at emojis of two astronauts and a water gun and automatically thinking in my head, always has been. I also can't look at eggplants the same ever again.
That's not how hieroglyphs worked. It's actually more interesting. What you're describing are pictographic languages where the above would mean astronaut shoots astronaut. The Egyptians probably started with a pictographic or pictorial language. So they started using the phonetic sounds of the pictures to piece together new words. You can generally think of hieroglyphs as being more like modern alphabets than pictographic languages.
I posit that most of Christianity is a warning about hypocrites and to not be one of them. There's the quotes we've all heard, like, dash, dash, but also a bunch that nobody remembers. Dash, dash, dash. I could go on, but a lot of the warnings are repeated and elaborated upon just to drive the point home. When you see these ridiculous mega-churches and stupid rich evangelists, kinda seems like there should have been even more of it though, huh?
Greater than, you hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. Ha, funny. Where I'm from that one's by a wide margin the most famous out of all those.
I like the verse that precedes it. Matthew chapter 7 verses 1-3 for the curious. In other words, the standard you judge others by is the one that will be used on you.
Man, anything but the King James Version sounds so funny to me.
I fucking love that the Pope is playing things a little too fast and loose for conservative Christians. This is where we're at, folks. To be fair, the loudest protests seem to be coming from extremely conservative African church leaders. I suspect homosexuality is still a crime in some of these places.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.